dying. If I said he wasn't hot, then I'd be lying. Please, handsome, don't be coy. Come on, fuck me, emo boy.
So I read on the internet that cats get on your laptop because they're mirroring you, and so if you get them their own laptop, they'll leave you alone. And look at this little businessman!
Call me bunny, I won't hop in, you don't own me, do you? I bet you think you do, well you don't.
You're my kitty cat.
Teacher's pet.
Oh, Mr. Tom, I'm so happy I could eat you up, I really could. You know what I'd like to do, Mr. Todd? What I dream, if the business stays as good, where I'd really like to go in a year or so.
Another Aizawa XU headcanon? Abso-fucking-lutely. Previously, Aizawa had rescued you from a villain who created you as an experiment. Over time, he's helped you develop your quirk, and you guys fell in love. Even though you have better control of your quirk, sometimes when emotions are running high, it still gets the best of you. So you decide to spend the night at Aizawa's house, and you guys fall asleep together. In the middle of the night, you start having terrible nightmares. Aizawa doesn't notice until he sees that you're activating your own quirk in your sleep. He tries to gently wake you up at first, but it's no use. The nightmare is so horrific that you start to scream. At this point, Aizawa starts to shake you to try and get you to wake up, and you jolt forward in the bed. Even though you're awake, you're still emotionally distraught, and your quirk is wreaking havoc on your body. Aizawa pins you down to the bed as best as he can, and he tries to coach you through the episode. But the dreams were so vivid that you think you're still there, and you can't control it anymore. Your power becomes way too much for your body to handle, and your nose starts to bleed, and your ears start to bleed. Aizawa has to think fast, and he quickly uses his quirk to disable yours.
I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I've loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty and oh, she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away. We're standing in front of me.
I want to go home, please.
Why do you want to go home, Jane?
Are you on drugs? Are you fucking on drugs? Why do I want to go home?
Okay, here's an Aizawa XYN headcanon. Okay, so you are a pro hero, and although you don't teach at UA, you've kind of started, you're like an unofficial chaperone, but you live on, you live in the 1A dorms, with your room right next to Aizawa's, and because of trauma, you very often have, really, really severe nightmares, and just have a hard time controlling that, and one night you had this really bad nightmare, and you wake up to someone straight up pinning you down, and you try to fight, and before you open your eyes and realize that it's Aizawa, he's trying to use his quirk on you, trying to get you to calm down, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, what are you doing here? And he's like, you were screaming and trying to get out, are you okay? And you breathe for a second before being all yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine, we're good. Part 2 coming soon.
She said it's that first time. I think she might have lied. Feels so good down. And I don't know. Girl, I've fallen for you. Oh my God, baby, baby, don't you see? I got everything you need.
시야東京の6畳半夢を
いてたああ明かりの灯らない蛍光灯明日に受けてる天皇上に開幕戦打ち上げていなくなんないよねここには誰もいないここには誰もいないから
I can't believe you were shot with
I got shot in my bulletproof vest, baby girl. That's just a couple bruises. I'm okay.
Why don't they make better vests? That's not bulletproof. It's like when you fall in the pool and your watch stops working. That's water resistant, not waterproof. They should
I'm just
call it
fine.
bullet
See?
resistant.
It's just a couple bruises.
Manny! Pineapples!
Pineapples?
She gets cravings.
Pomegranates? Grapefruits? Nectarines?
She's ordering a fruit cocktail.
Come on, think! Peaches!
Peaches? Peaches! The baby! What?
I'm the girl you die for I'll chew you up then I'll spit you out Cause that's what your love is all about So pull me closer, you kiss me hard I'm gonna blow your bubblegum heart
Walk in the club and fuck it up. Poof, ouch, paper cut. I'ma fuck for an hour standing up. Make her bend over and arch it up. She can't take it when she do it this way. Make it take out the.
I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me, Papa. Papa, I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow.
Here's a headcanon you're not emotionally prepared for. So Eri comes home crying one day after school because kids in her class are making fun of her, saying that she doesn't look like Aizawa, and Aizawa's not her real dad. So obviously Aizawa hears about this and he's pissed. So he drops Eri off at school the next day and he tells her to make sure that her friends are here when he comes to pick her up. So the day goes by as usual, and then the school bell rings and Eri gathers all of her friends near the buses where Aizawa would come and pick her up. And when he steps out of the car, this man has dyed his hair the same color as Eri's. The smile on her face is just so big and she's so happy and it's so wholesome, and all of her friends look stupid AF.